Hey gang, it's Bob Bannister here with you from CGCM Rock Radio and Rock is Not Dead Australia. Welcome into another edition of Rock Talk. Now, before we get going into today's great interview, what I'd like you to do is click that subscribe button on the bottom. I mean, if you're not already subscribed, I have to ask you, why not? And also, click the like button, click the share button, and leave us a comment as well. Let us know. Maybe there's somebody you'd like us to talk to. So this time around on Rock Talk, I got the chance to sit down and chat with somebody who's going to be part of a great event that's coming up here with Rock is Not Dead Australia. I am talking about the one, the only Willie Maxwell from Willie J's 6v6s. This guy is the epitome of rock star. Now, I have to admit, I didn't know that much about the band going into this interview. Sure, I did my homework. I always try and do my homework. That's the most important part. But the more I got talking to this guy, the more the conversation flowed. It's a really great conversation, a really great interview, and I had a lot of fun. And I think I made a new friend, and that's always, always a great thing. So, what do you say we head into this interview and chat power trios? Yes, Rush, Triumph, ZZ Top, more of that. Yeah, Willie J's 6v6s on this edition of Rock is Not Dead Australia and CGCM Rock Radio's Rock Talk. And as promised on this edition of Rock Talk and Rock is Not Dead Australia, we are joined by Willie Maxwell from Willie J, Willie J's 6v6s. There we go. I got it right that time around.
That's one. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Please forgive me. It's late at night here in Canada and I just got off work.
That is a-okay, Bob. We can go as the sixes, 6v6s. If you want to make it easier, I do the same thing because it certainly is a tongue twister.
That's why I wear a name tag at work. It just says Bob on it, and I can look down and read it upside down and backwards.
Absolutely.
So give us the story of the 6v6s, please.
Absolutely, man. So we started about 3 years ago. We were having a residency at a bar in Melbourne called Luli Tavern. We did about a year and a half there, and we were only doing covers. I guess as every kind of great rock and roll band starts out, you do your covers at the start, and then you kind of work on originals. But I was playing in another band called Willie J and the Bad Books. And 6v6s were just kind of the side thing. The Bad Books disbanded, and then we're like, hold on, let's take this band to the next level. And we started writing songs. We went through a couple of drummers, and we landed on Cal, who we call the Animal. And we kind of started. We released our first song November last year. So it's a very fresh band, but we knew it's that power trio, and we just love writing music together. So it's like, well, let's be an original band. We kind of made that transition, and yeah.
And it's that whole thing of being a power trio. That's got that whole that whole other dynamic that is just so much different than like say a 4-piece or a 5-piece, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, man. I think the way I look at it is that the guitar's the mid and the bass is at bottom end. And I love a lot of bands that have single guitar players. Like I love Steve Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. I love Pantera. I just love these huge guitar players that can really kind of do it all with just one guitar. So I really look up to that. And I mean, there's so many great, Grand Funk as well. I believe that they're a three-piece too. There's just so many,
Z-
dude.
ZZ
ZZ
Top,
Top.
Rush, Triumph, you know.
There's so many bands, Bob, and we're very inspired by that, and I think that you can really get so much more impact with a three-piece band
hmm
too.
hmm And where did the name come from? The Willie J's 6v6s. I mean, obviously Willie is yourself, but where'd the 6v6s come from?
So that name come from they're the power tubes in the back of a guitar amp.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I know Marshalls have KT88s and there's EL84s and 34s and whatnot. We just like the sound of our 6v6s, but they're usually found in Fender amps. Some Marshalls have them, but it basically keeps the amp running hot.
Okay.
And it's kind of like the 6v6s. It's like we're running hot, so it's like the more they power up, the warmer they get. Then the more they kick ass. So it comes from the power tubes.
Right on, right on, right on. My first instinct when I heard that was, oh, this guy's a car guy. V6.
It sounds like that, but I guess it's the kind of same thing where it's like it's you know running hot.
Yeah,
V8s, V6s they run hot, same as our
absolutely.
band.
Absolutely. So who do you draw your major influences from?
I love a lot of Australian rock and roll, man. I mean, I love that. I love Billy Thorpe. I really, really do. I love, man. There's so many. I love. I always forget the name. Humble Pie. I love Steve
Mm,
Marriott. I love these big soul singers who play in rock and roll bands.
yeah,
But yeah, it'd be Billy Thorpe. It'd be like Angry from Rose Tattoo. Man, there's so many. I love a lot of blues as well. So like Albert King, Howlin' Wolf. But when it comes to vocal, I mean, yeah, it's definitely Billy Thorpe, 100%.
nice.
He's he just does it all, man. And I was listening to his last album before he passed away, Tangier,
Mm,
and he's got some Bob Dylan-esque kind of things. He just really went wacky, and to me, is a great inspiration, and is Australian, and we want to keep that rock and roll, that Australian rock and roll thing burning, man.
absolutely. And you're going to be doing that in the near future. I mean, you're heading out with Rose Tattoo, who you just mentioned not that long ago, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So in a couple of weeks, we do every single weekend with them until March. Actually, we've got some shows in May too. So it's wild, man. We played two shows with them last year at the Bendigo Hotel in Melbourne, which is in
Mm.
Collingwood. And yeah, man, it's wild that they come and saw us play with Sebastian Bach, and I think that might have got them over the edge. They're like, "Oh, we better tour with them."
And, it's so funny. I hear you mention Collingwood. It's there's a town here just maybe an hour away from where I live in Canada called Collingwood. So as I'm perusing on all these band sites from Australia, I see Collingwood. I'm like, no, no, it's not the same place. These guys aren't coming to my home.
That would be cool. I think a lot of people are like, because they're doing that European tour as well, and
Yeah,
like, I think I saw a few comments saying, "Why not Canada?" So, who knows? I mean, if they've got, I think it's their last hurrah. Sure, they got to take it to America and Canada, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
absolutely. That would be totally cool. So what inspired you to pick up the guitar though?
Oh, dude, definitely my dad's blues records.
Oh yeah.
There's a photo of me at 2 years old, and I'm a left-handed guitar player. Don't hold that against me.
Hey, Jimmy.
Absolutely, Tony Iommi,
Yeah,
Albert King. The list goes on.
absolutely.
So, and we grew up listening. Me and my brother grew up listening to Steve Ray Vaughan and Albert King. So, from a young age, I've always had guitar music, around. So, definitely, definitely my parents. That they introduced me to the best music like Skyhawks.
Oh yeah.
We got the Tats there, um, Daddy Cool, Chain, Matter Lake,
Right
all,
on.
all those, and And I grew up in Sunbury. Well, I was born in Fitzroy, but then I moved to Sunbury. So I went to primary school and high school. And, Sunbury Pop Festival, what it was, 72 to 75 or whatever. So definitely my parents. I think they said that when I was being born, that they were listening to Stevie Ray Vaughan's version of Lenny. So
Oh,
it
there you
just,
go.
I came out in the world listening to screaming guitar licks. So,
You're
born to do it, Bob.
absolutely there you go. What's your songwriting process like though?
So it's kind of funny, man, because I think like inspiration will hit me. Doesn't matter what time of the night, man. I could be half asleep, and I kind of just wake up, and I guess I get the freedom because I do this as a full-time job. I mean, I teach guitar here and there, that I can spend a lot of time writing. But thing that comes first, I'll have a melody in my head, and then I'll find the key on the guitar, and then we kind of go from there. I'll have a guitar riff and try to sing over it. And my brother has recorded that. We've only got two songs on Spotify and socials at the moment, but my brother really helps as well, kind of iron out the edges. So I'll give him a riff, I'll give him a melody, and he'll be like, "Nope, simplify it." He's always about simplifying things, and I try to fit too many words in to a sentence, but yeah, it's kind of like I'll have a melody. The band will help as well. It's really good. The drummer has a lot of guitar riffs, so it's great if I've got a melody. We can kind of, but we all work together. But usually, it's me just sitting down playing guitar to watching the TV, and then I'll just be like, ooh, TV will go off, and then I will sit. I will sit for hours trying to iron out this riff.
But it's funny you mentioned about too many words in there. Bruce Springsteen, his first album. I remember reading a review about his first album. I think it was Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. And the reviewer said this guy's got more words in one song than most bands have on an entire album. So that's not a bad thing.
No, no. I think the thing is we just want people to relate to it. We want audience to relate to it, and it's really good. And I'm very blessed that I get to have my brother, and we go in the studio with him, and he's like, "All right, let's simplify things."
Yeah.
If I sung too many words, I wouldn't remember the lyrics. I don't know how Bruce does it.
Exactly. The man's a monster.
Well, I
So
guess
what
is a poet, you know. It's
absolute
awesome.
absolutely. So what can people expect when they go and see the 6v6s live?
Absolutely. No fluff, no filler, Australian rock and roll. It's unapologetic rock and roll. Um, it's loud, it's fierce. We'll get you boogieing, we'll get you rocking. It's just, you need to come to a show. It's sweaty, it's everything you want from a show and more. We love Australian rock and roll. Rock and roll isn't dead,
Oh,
especially not in
absolutely not.
Australia.
Nope.
you
Nope.
know, I feel like guitar music's coming back, and I love Youngblood for that too. I know he's absolutely kicking ass. I don't know if you're a fan or not, Bob, but um, guitar music is coming back. He's collaborating with all these great artists. But if you come see us, it's sweaty, it's rock and roll, it's in your face. It's unapologetic, man. And I want everyone to have fun. All banging your head. And at the end, it's like people that haven't seen us, it's like, it's something that they probably didn't know that they wanted to see. It's like we'll give you something that you had no idea about. So
So money's
no
no,
fluff, no filler.
there you go. Money's no object. Put together your dream gig. Four bands.
Oh, dead or alive, Bob.
Doesn't matter. Your choice.
Dude, I love this. So it would be at Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
That would be the venue. Um, First lineup, Leonard Skinner. So like there, with
Yeah.
I think actually hold on. After Ed King, I forget who the guitar player was. Albert, I can't remember his name. But yeah, probably the second lineup of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Right. Okay.
So that the self-titled album, that band.
Yep.
Oof, definitely Humble Pie. Definitely Humble Pie, man. Steve Marriott.
Hmm.
Um, oh, Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs, but not 60s Billy Thorpe. I'd go 70s Billy Thorpe, like Children
Nice.
of the Sun era,
Yeah.
when
Yep.
he went to America and whatnot. Oh, I love this question. I'm not going to say Beatles and the Rolling Stones because that's that's a. I'm going to go a little bit outside the box, Bob. Um, whew. Oh, Steve Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble,
There you go. There you
definitely,
go.
man.
Now
And then I'm
that
going
would
to
be a gig.
throw. Oh yes, and I'm definitely going to throw. I'm definitely going to throw a random one in here, man. Um, oh, who do I love? Wilson Pickett.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Imagine that,
Wow. Yeah. That would,
but
that would,
Wilson Pickett would be headlining.
yeah. Yeah. The Wicked Picket. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, everybody's got that one song comes on the radio. You're driving down the road, you hear it, and you just go, damn, I wish I wrote that. What's Willie's?
Dude, I really love a song called it's by a band, The Angels, which I'm sure you've
Hmm.
heard of The Angels. Rhythm Rude Girl. Have you heard
Okay.
that song?
Yes.
It's from one of those 80s albums. Dude, it's got a great guitar riff. It's almost got a very LA eccentric guitar riff to it. Kind of reminds me of Guns N' Roses or Def Leppard or something. Goes do 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 do
Yep.
do bow. It's very kind of groovy and yeah, man. When I hear that song, I turn it up. But what is it? Saturday Night Special by Leonard Skinner,
Hmm.
dude. That one, it's like, where's the whiskey? Well, where's the party? Every time I hear that song, dude, I have to turn it up,
Yeah,
no matter what kind of mood I'm in.
you can't not turn that song up.
I just love it, man. I love the reverse snare or it's the reverse hi hat, dude.
Yeah.
I think yeah, that song over the Angels, man. Saturday Night Special. We went out last night and it come on the radio, and I stayed out for a little bit longer.
Yeah, there you go. So, what's the best piece of advice that you'd like to pass on to a new up and coming band that you wish you had have received at the start of your career?
Oh, dude, absolutely. So never give up and never kind of always find the people that relate to you. I think that's my biggest thing. It's like if you love something, don't change that for anyone, but find the
Hmm.
people that love the same thing you do. Um, with me, I played in a heavy metal band at 14 years old. We were called Line of Fire, and I loved heavy metal. I wanted to be in a heavy metal band. I met a lot of people that loved pop punk and loved rock and roll, but it's like no. And I found these guys, and I just think if you love something, keep going and going and going, and don't tell anyone. Don't let them be like, oh, you shouldn't do this. It's like, do it. It's like if you're in high school, if you're in primary school, and you love music, go to the music room at lunchtime and find people. That's what I did. It's like if you love something, find the people that love the same thing.
Yep. Yep.
I think
Yep.
that would be my biggest advice, and practice. And I was in high school and primary school. I didn't want to do anything else besides music. And I kind of made the teachers well aware of that. and and my parents
Absolutely. Drive your parents crazy.
drive your parents crazy, listen to great guitar bands, and you will meet the right people, and go to shows too.
Hmm.
And now we've got such a big platform that is social media, that you can direct message someone. You can kind of there's all these groups, and in Melbourne there's like looking for a bandmate and whatnot. So Dude, my biggest advice, if you love something, just go for it. You have to go for it. I mean, that's what I've done. I'm 34 years old. I started playing in bands when I was 13 years old, and I always knew that I wanted to make this my full-time job in my life. I never ever had it any other way, and I never ever gave myself a second chance, and I never stopped playing music. It's like you have to keep going and going and going.
That's like the best piece of advice I got from my grandfather, and he said, "Find something you love to do, and you'll never work a day in your life."
Damn straight.
And
That is that
that's
is
why I
the
do
truth.
radio. Now, before we wrap this up, I like to do a little thing called this or that. It's just some silly top of the head answers or questions and just rapid fire. If you're ready,
I love it, Bob. Let's kick some ass, man.
all right, all right. Ocean or mountains?
Oh, mountains for sure.
Sweet or savory?
Oh, sweet.
City life or country living?
City life, man. I love the hustle and bustle.
Maple syrup or honey?
Woo, honey. Honey for me as a singer.
Camping or staying in a hotel?
Oh, staying in a hotel.
Pick your superpower, the ability to fly or having super speed.
Oh, fly, man. Yeah, I'd be soaring with those eagles.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl for sure.
And finally, the big wrap up, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Woo, look, I don't do it, man. So I'm gonna say no. But I've been putting honey recently on pizza. Have you done that before,
I
Bob?
have not, but I'm going to try it now.
Dude, get a pepperoni pizza, and I know they'd be amazing there. Put some honey on it. It'll change your life. I promise you.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. All right. All right. Willie J from Willie J 6v6s. Take a second and do some shameless self promoting, my friend.
Oh, yes. So we have Rose Tattoo coming up. We're doing a tour with Rose Tattoo starting in a couple of weeks. That'll go all the way through to March. After that, we get to tour with the legendary Phil Campbell and the Barca's Sons.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're doing that in March. I believe that's the first part of March. Then we'll be trying to hit the East Coast in Australia. We will have a single coming out too. But we're in the studio. A lot of people are asking for an album, but we will get there. We're just trying to iron out the songs. But man, we have come see us at a show next week. We're in the Gold Coast as well. We're playing a festival at Moe's Desert Clubhouse, and look, we're trying to get all around Australia, and next year to be in Europe. So busy, busy, busy. About 3 or 4 tours coming up. So come see us at a show. No fluff, no filler. Australian rock and roll.
Right on, right on. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Willie J from Willie J 6v6s for joining us on this edition of Rock Talk, my friend.
Bob, a pleasure, mate, and thank you so much for having us, man.
You're quite welcome. And I want to thank you for joining us as well. And we'll catch you again next time on Rock Talk. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. And that way you find out what's going on all the time with Rock Talk, with Rock Is Not Dead Australia and CGCM Rock Radio.
Let's do it, my man. Rock and roll.